What happens if you stop using social media? Have you ever wondered what would happen if you stopped using social media? I mean completely. No Instagram, no TikTok, no Facebook, no endless scrolling before bed. Just silence. At first, that idea might feel a little strange, maybe even uncomfortable. Because for many of us, checking our phones has become almost automatic. You wake up and you grab your phone. You're waiting in line and you grab your phone. You feel a little bored and again, you grab your phone. It's almost like a reflex. But what if one day you decided to stop? What would actually happen? Let's think about it. The first few days might feel a bit weird. You might pick up your phone without thinking. Your finger might even move toward the app icon before you remember. Oh, right. I deleted it. And in that moment, something interesting happens. You suddenly realize how often you used it. Not because you needed to, but simply because your brain expected it. Social media gives our brain tiny rewards. A like, a comment, a new post. Each one releases a little bit of dopamine, the chemical that makes us feel good. It's a small feeling, but when it happens again and again, your brain starts to want more. So when you stop using social media, your brain notices. You might feel a little restless, a little bored. But don't worry, that feeling doesn't last long. After about a week, something begins to change. Your mind starts to slow down. Without constant notifications, your brain suddenly has less information to process. And many people notice something surprising. They can focus better. Reading feels easier. Working feels easier. Even having conversations feels different, more present. Instead of thinking about what to post or wondering what other people are doing online, your attention comes back to the moment you are actually living in. You start noticing small things again, the sound of rain outside, the warmth of sunlight through a window, a quiet moment at the end of the day, things that used to disappear behind a screen. Around 2 weeks later, another change often appears. Your mood might start to improve, and there is a reason for that. Social media is built around comparison. We see people traveling to amazing places, buying new things, looking perfect in photos. And even if we don't realize it, our brain quietly compares our lives to theirs. But here's the thing, most people only share the best moments of their lives online. Not the boring days, not the struggles, not the doubts, just the highlights. So when we constantly look at those highlights, it can slowly make our own lives feel smaller. But when you step away from social media, that comparison fades, and suddenly, you are not measuring your life against everyone else's. You are simply living it. After about 1 month, the biggest change begins to appear. Time. You suddenly realize something surprising. You have more time than you thought. If someone spends just 2 hours a day on social media, that adds up to about 60 hours a month. 60 hours. That is more than an entire week of work. Imagine what you could do with that time. You could learn something new, start exercising, read books you have been putting off, work on a creative idea, or maybe just rest. Your days begin to feel longer, not because time changed, but because your attention changed. Your relationships might change too. Without social media, communication becomes more direct. Instead of liking someone's post, you might actually message them, or call them, or spend time together in person. Some friendships may grow stronger, others might slowly fade away. But the ones that remain often become more meaningful because they are based on real interaction, not just digital reactions. Now, let's be fair, social media itself is not evil. It helps people connect, share ideas, and learn new things. The real problem is not social media. It is how much of our attention it takes. Like many things in life, balance matters. Social media is a tool, but when the tool begins controlling your time, your focus, and your emotions, it might be worth stepping back, even just for a little while. So here is a simple experiment. What would happen if you stopped using social media for 7 days? Just 1 week. Notice how often you reach for your phone. Notice how your mind feels. Notice how much time suddenly appears in your day. You might discover something unexpected, something simple but powerful. We live in a world filled with notifications, messages, updates, endless information. But sometimes the most valuable thing we can find is a little silence. Because in that quiet space, we can think more clearly, feel more deeply, and reconnect with the life happening right in front of us. So maybe the real question is not only what happens if you stop using social media. Maybe the better question is this: what could your life become if you spent your time more intentionally?